Today we're here to talk about one of St. Pete police officers. When a police officer takes the oath, he or she takes the oath that they're going to protect the citizens out there, especially our youth. Excuse me. Today, Officer Inhofer tarnished our badge. The allegations against him is very serious. Before 9/11, Homeland Security notified us about an ongoing investigation. And that investigation was about an officer allegedly uploading child pornography. On 9/11, the search warrant was executed. We assisted them with the search warrant. At that time, we took the officer's weapon, we took his uniform, and we took his car that day. Homeland Security then told us they would notify us again if they had charges on Officer Inhofer. Today, 9:30 this morning, Officer Inhofer was arrested for child pornography. You've read the charges, you've read the allegations against Officer Inhofer. Again, I don't want one officer to be able to tarnish St. Pete police officers. There's over 500 officers each and every day that go out there and give their all. So I just want you to know that we're going to get past this. This department has done a lot. So with that, open up for questions.
Is this a punch in the gut for you, sir?
What do you think?
I can tell you're emotional about this.
You know, we're talking about kids here. And if this allegation is true, don't want them here. Now, next week, command staff will be reviewing this, and we'll decide on where we're going to go with this. Hopefully this allegation is not true, but if it is true, this officer will get what he needs to get. He's got to go through the criminal procedure, and he also has to go through the employment procedure. Myself and command staff will review this, and we'll make a decision on his employment here at the police department. Right now, he's placed on administrative leave without pay. And again, like I said, I don't want this department to be tarnished by this, because if you look behind, you look at all these men and women that are in here.
Will you be reviewing his case just in case he is convicted?
That's already done. The Officer Professional Standard has already started looking at every case that was involved in to make sure there are no victims that are related to any of our cases. And as you see, this is emotional for me because we're talking about kids. Because it's like one of your own, because this officer works for us. And you don't want to, you know, one of your kids made a mistake like this. And this is a huge thing for us. Because we're sworn to protect those kids. And if this allegation is true, he crossed the line that should have been crossed.
Do you know he was awarded the Medal of Valor in May of 2015, 4 years ago, one of the highest honors? And then you see this, how hard is that to really connect and see that someone that did something so good for the community now is accused of doing something so horrific?
Well, we see the Medal of Honor because of what he did. He did a great job that day. He protected one of his brothers that was in harm's way. And then today he took that away. Again, if this allegation is true, because this is a serious allegation. So you think about that. He did a great job protecting one of his own, but then he did a terrible job not protecting the child that was out there. Again, like I said, these are all allegations. If you walk in this hallway right now, you see these officers with their heads down because it hurts.
How does it feel looking at that photo with you and him and you're shaking his hand and hearing this now?
Very proud of that moment, because that moment was a moment where he saved a brother that was in danger. So I'm proud of that. We're always going to be proud of that. Anytime these officers put their life on the line for you and I, something to be proud of. And we should know that. These guys, these men and women are going to go out there today, and they're going to do it again.
Chief, do you think it's more of a shock? I mean, did you guys know anything coming up before September 11th? I mean, did the Department of Homeland Security ever hint that they were investigating them since July of 2018?
We were notified of it. We were aware of it. Again,
July of 2018?
No, we weren't, I'm sorry, we were just aware of it maybe a week before the search warrant was served.
Okay, so a week before September 11th.
They notified that they were looking into the case, and then you just hope that it's not true. You don't want it to be true, and then you see the report.
Is it surprising that because he's an officer that this happened? I know a chief one time said he wants to make sure those officers knew that they weren't above the law. Do you think that is what happened in this case if the allegations are true?
No, you know, like I said, no one's above the law. Is when I have to look at my troops and see the look on their faces because they know today, and not blaming the press, your first storyline is going to be Saint Police Officer. So we all get painted with the same brush, not Officer Inhauser, or you're not going to call him out by name, you're going to call us as an organization out by name. So we all get painted the same way today.
Chief, there will be people who will comment and say, how could this happen? He's a police officer, there's supposed to be background checks and stuff, but obviously you can't know everything that everybody does outside of work, right?
We background check everybody, and somebody's going to ask, well, he took a polygraph, he did this, he did that. You don't know what's going to happen during that period of time. We don't know when he got hired back after 2015 because he had to take a polygraph. We don't know what happened within that period of time. Something happened, something triggered it, maybe it was always there. Even where you work, you could do anything, and somebody could come along, and you don't know that.
Is sexual sort of crimes covered in your polygraph and your background?
It is. We asked a lot of questions. We really asked in-depth questions, and that's one of those things that we will ask you when you're hired here about. Have you done anything illegal? Have you ever had these thoughts? And our team does a great job because then they will go down. They'll get more detail about that. So again, I can't tell you how that person was 3 days ago, 5 days ago. All I can tell you is what the allegations that are out there now, and I'm more worried about this department than I am with him.
Is there one thing you want to tell to the public who may be seeing this and doubting police officers right now, seeing that this happened?
Again, you have to look at that person, not look at this organization, because it's going to happen. And I think that's what's upsetting me the most, that I know the work that these men and women do out there each and every day, and for the next week, week and a half, all St. Pete officers are going to be known for this. So we got to start from day one, because how many times have people told their parents, I mean the parents have told their, you know, if you're in trouble, go see that officer, run to that officer. Then how many parents are now going to say, don't run to St. Pete because you don't know. That's what's going to hurt.
So what do you tell those people?
So what we tell these people is, don't paint us all the same way, that we're all good people, we're all going to protect these kids, we always will protect these kids, because that's our job. And if we do find an officer like this, we will fire him if, you know, once our procedure's done, Homeland Security, or we will arrest you. But it's just, you have to deal with that.
Chief, looking towards the future, I know he's facing what he's facing now in the federal system, but you said you're reviewing those cases. I mean, are you kind of worried about what you guys might uncover going back and reviewing these cases? I mean, the charges of what he's done is so egregious. I mean, like on the job, how would that shake out?
No, I'm not worried about that, because this staff is, I got a hell of a staff. He's never been a school resource officer. He's never worked in crimes against family. He's never worked in the PAL League. So the staff, as soon as they heard about this, they started doing all that research. They started looking at all the things. So we don't know. I mean, that's what we got to look at. But we will go through every case that he has been involved in, especially any cases with kids, to make sure if that allegation is there, we'll look into it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.